Hey everybody, starting my vlog today. This is Sunday the 4th of August 2019. There's a lot going on, a lot I have to say, things I want to keep kind of short but clear. And a couple of those things are, why I started Tracy J and why I started vlogging. I find that it's easier to talk about what is important, some of our current events, just to bring about dialogue is another reason for these short communications, I'd say. And to be honest, to get used to having my face in front of the camera again. So with that being said, a couple of things I want to talk about is the posts that I've been putting on author Tracy J with the Be True, what that actually means, and with Living Legacy, those things that I do with Living Legacy, why I write for Living Legacy, and why Living Legacy was started as well. It's something that came to me during my daughter's senior year in high school. We wanted to do something, or she wanted to do something for her school. To leave a legacy, because it's important. That's how Christ does things. He left us a roadmap as to how to live out our Christianity, true Christianity. And he also left us a way or a means of communicating with him and with others. And so that's part of the reason why Living Legacy was started. It didn't gain any traction in her school. There were different things that went on, different people that didn't see the value of what we brought to the table, but that's okay. God always has a way. And so with that being said, I took what my grandmother taught me, what my mother taught me, and what my dad taught me, and the Lord himself began to download to me how Living Legacy was to be and what it was to represent and why. And what it is offering an opportunity for us to connect over coffee, fulfilling the mission of the gospel. And that doesn't mean just preaching a word. That doesn't mean that we're going to other countries, although we've invested in young missionaries going over to bring about change in people's lives. It's actively engaging our communities at every level, from the individual to the larger community, because we believe, or Living Legacy believes, I believe, that family is the nucleus of everything. That's how everything got started. If you believe in the Adam and Eve story, and of course everybody has their own version of what it was and how it should be, but nonetheless, it begins with one man, one woman, bringing themselves together and building one family, and then we become one nation, and prayerfully under God and indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Author Tracy J was started on similar concepts in that I read to my babies when they were little. I believe in having a library by the time you're 3. My mother gave me my library by the time I was 3 or 4. We had stacks and stacks of golden books, as you've heard me say before. So the two coming together, we have similar purposes on either side of the coin. And that is to bring about communication, connection, and change. So with that being said, that's what I've been up to for the last, I'd say, actively, let me put it that way, 4 to 5 years. And this is another way of me communicating with those that I believe will hear and understand what we have to offer, or what we're trying to say to each other. And so with that being said, I'll pop on maybe a little later and give some more information about my day and about my life. Have a good one.